Hello, this is Arabella from Arabella's Heart for Book Art. I want to do a flip for my Alice in Wonderland book. Finally, I finished it for my daughter Laila, and it is really a large book. Just got the ruler so I can show you. It is almost 11 tall by almost 8 wide, and the spine is 2 inches wide. So I got this from a blouse and I also put down some danglies. So let's open this up so you can see the front cover a little bit better, like this. Everything I got is from about 2 years ago from the internet. That was free stuff or from Etsy. I did got a few things from Etsy that I will point out. So this was a free image at the time, and here I got some scrapbook paper, and this is from a magazine that I got. I think the Flow or something like that. I used some gromlets and some eyelets, also star eyelets and flower eyelets, and this one is detachable, so it's with a clip. You can, it's a brooch so she can detach that really easily. And I also found this is an iron heart, and I found this near a second-hand shop, so someone must have lost it, but it is also about a year old. Made it a little bit different. Here's a mirror for the tie in the middle. Also put some dots and a lot of danglies, fabric flower. This is you can bend it, but it's sort of copper. A button that I sewed onto this, and gold leaves for the rose. When you open it up, it's a little bit stiff still, so so not everything is bendable. This is really flexible, but the cover is really also a very old, comes from a very old book, and I saved it for a special book. So this is also really fun and dangly. I love this sort of stuff, and I made sure my daughter likes it too, of course, because it's for her. I made a booklet from coffee dyed paper, some tags that I had in my stash still, and also had some lace still. And this, of course, you can write her name or something what you want. Made a tag from the scraps that I had. Also, this is made from the scraps that were left overs, and this is made from packaging. Not really working well. So here I can also put in larger tags. She can do that, or notes. And this is something from one of my digital kits, and normally I punch this out, so I had this old punch that I used. So this is also really playful on the back of the book. This I attached to make it a little bit more sturdy, because before I only had the flower, and I made a tag from a book page. This is from one of my printables. I folded it like this and glued it, and this is an old pussyplaatje, that's what it's called here in the Netherlands. This will have to work in a little bit, also because it's a little bit fat, but I think when she's going to use it, this will be out of the book. So, and I also want to make a tag to go in the back, so that will look, that will, I of course have this tag as well, but you get the picture. So here also she can put there are three pockets, so she can also put here, and also small tuck spots on the sides. So that's cute. I like it. Something extra. Here I made this, really simple. This I watercolored the edges to make it grunchier. Here I made a belly band and then used this freebie, and I layered the freebies on top of each other, I think. This is also something to do with fabric, so I don't know exactly where everything is coming from, but well. And this has a flip out like this. This is an envelope that I attached, so she can put a secret note over here, and also made a tag, and almost all the way goes in, so you can put a lot of notes over there. So pocket, a tag. Over here I made a tuck, a rather deep tuck, so this envelope doesn't fall out. This is really hand torn envelope. And also stamped it. Here is also one of the tags that she can write on, and I also included sort of a booklet. Everything is hand torn, and this is where the tag is coming from. She can also tuck something underneath there. Yeah, it sticks out. That's the way I intended it to be, so that you can see it sticking out still. And also it fits into the envelope, also with that extra tag. So, and I tore it on one side. You can do that on both sides. And then I folded the envelope just how it landed. So, and I wanted it to be crooked, so and that's just exactly what happened. And on the back I made a pocket with the same. This is fabric that I used, and this is a handmade tag to go inside, and this goes all the way in. Here I used the same yeah, sort of paper throughout, and also here is the rabbit, the white rabbit, of course. Here I have a smaller tag and a smaller tuck, a little bit cut off that I use. Here she can write, but it is a little bit roomy, so this tag isn't that wide, so I clipped it. Here I made from scrapbook paper 6x6. I folded it to make this, and then rounded the corners. I did round the corners on several places. This I didn't want to use at first, but then I made this out of it because the back side I printed, but the back side was this is recycled from I think it is from a paper pad, the back, so I printed this the same as this one, but then onto brown, sort of a brownish paper. I made my signature pocket with the tall and the smaller side, so you can put 2 tags inside. And I also made this in my butterfly book, but I forgot to point it out. Here I made only one side. You can make that with all your scraps. That's really fun to do. Here the same paper is coming back. This is really a try out, so I tried something out, but then I saw that that I couldn't use it. There was a watermark, but this is for my daughter, so this was a try out. So on this side I printed something out, and on this side, so I did use my new stencil, my rose stencil. This is also a picture from fabric, and here I used some wood. I layered it with the key again, and then this paper on the back here. This is also fabric, and normally, but it is a picture from fabric, and I glued something almost shut. This is from Jim Marshall, the father of love, something. This is from my guitar, from my daughter, that I gave her. I didn't know what it was, but now I read it. And I made a pocket from scraps again. So this is fun, so you can do this and you see the different shapes. This is also recycled from a paper pad, as you can see, so this is why you tore the papers away. So I just printed something grungy, and this was a freebie on the internet at the time, and I made it a little bit smooshy, and here I stenciled it again. Here I enlarged 2 really large cards. So they came out a little bit pixelated, but that's okay because she wants to use this. So there will be pictures of her friends or something like that. I don't know. She can decide, or write with a white pencil pen, gel pen, for instance. This was also a freebie, but I changed it with the flowers, I think. And I put this on top. So it is a little bit pixelated because back then I didn't have a scanner, and I do now. This is from a magazine, Flow magazine, I think, or Happiness, one of the two. And I fussy cut the cute bunny out. And there are French words behind. So I really love that one. And then I just tore off a piece of my other paper with clocks, and then stenciled it over this. And here, this is one of my own paper. I'll put it up on screen. It's one of my first digitals that I put in my shop. Here is one of the tags that I made from the 6x6 paper pad that I had with grungy paper, and here also stenciled the roses. And these are all freebies. And then I put a little twine on it, so here she can put something secretive. And on the other side I just folded it and I glued it and then made the pocket on the side, and here I made the pocket on the bottom. So I have another piece together on top of scrapbook paper, old scrapbook paper that I recycled for this project. Here, this page is really cute because these are my gel prints that I put together to make this checker, something like that. And this is the purple thing is from Genevieve Designs that I used, and I tore off the bottom. Also one of the this I got from Etsy, an Etsy store. If I can find it, I will put it up on screen, but it is 2 years ago, so it's a long time ago. I don't know if I can find that piece. Here I used paper lace. This is a very old scrapbook paper. And here, this is something I printed out. So this was a freebie, and then I used roses, and these were also freebies. I think, let me think. No, it's escaping me. But everything that I can find, I will put down below in the description box or up on the screen if I can still find it. The paper, if you are interested, I can perhaps send you a copy if I can find it on my computer somewhere, so just let me know. This is a little bit of anime. She was into anime a little bit when my daughter was younger, so I used also little anime pictures a little bit. This is a grungy paper that was a freebie, and I stenciled on top. Here again, used my scraps to make these tags and did my signature pocket again. If you want to make this pocket, I would really love it if you could tell everybody that you saw it at Arabella's Heart for book art. That will be really cool. If you could do that, please. So here I made a deeper pocket, and then with a belly band, and again the same sort of a piece together with scraps tag. She can write on it. Here she can also write on, and here as well. This I made myself with the computer. Made it a little bit grungy. Yeah, this I found on the internet. That was a freebie. I thought the door and the mechanical door reminded me of Alice in Wonderland with the doors and the smaller doors. And here the roses stenciled. She can write. Here I printed this out onto scrapbook paper, so this was already a little bit grungy, and I like the polka dots. And this also was a freebie from someone that I hope that I can find her name, but I think it is printed onto together with this, so I could look it up. I will try and do my best. So here, this page I also really like. I have these circles, and then tore off a piece. This was from a button, house button, and I enlarged it, so the 4 holes are underneath, and then a little bit of purple together with this purple. This I printed out to purple, but I used it throughout the book so that everything could work together. And also used old scrapbooking paper, and this I put together on the computer. So a little bit of checkerboard, and I layered this. This is one of my favorite pages, also because I used my own gel prints, and you can see I still used my camera to that is a flash from the camera that you see, and because I didn't have a scanner yet, but I just tried to make it work somehow. Tried to make something digital to sell in my Etsy or for my own use at the time still, and this was a freebie. Here's also one of my own designs. The cat was a freebie that I could use. I didn't make that myself, but I used it for one of my digital kits that's still for sale on my Etsy. So I really like this page. On the back I have purple with greens a little bit, and this also was a freebie from Etsy that I could print over my page, and that's, yeah, I really like that look. And then I left also a little bit of yeah, empty pages, and this in the middle also with a little bit of purple, and enlarged the circles. And this was a freebie, and this was a freebie, and this was also a freebie. So I used a lot of freebies at the time still. This is the same, but then smaller, that I used previously, and this is also from my own in my Etsy. And I will put it up on the screen what it's called. It's called Tina's Choice. I can't remember that. That was one of my design members. So Tina still is active on YouTube. So if you want to check her out, I will leave her link down below. And I named one of my kids after her. So that was a way to say thank you. So because she did so many things, so many beautiful with my kids, she made so many beautiful projects, so that's really worth it to check it out. I also have a playlist on my channel, so you can check her out, what she made with a few of my digitals, and she's so talented. So, and also the back of that purple page, so I pieced some of the things together that were freebies at the time, because I didn't make my own digital art yet, or my art into digital art, but that came later on. I also made some smaller pages to break it up. Here I did the same thing with the lined paper, and then I stenciled it. This is the other side of the book, or I mean the other side of the door. And also I really love this one. Here I also stenciled, but I used my stencil, and then I drew in my stencil, and I also used inks. So this is with watercolor pencil. That's also to try it out. Here I left it a little bit plain. Scaredy cat. Scaredy bunny. I like that one. That was a freebie as well. This is my own Tina's Choice, but then I enlarged it, as you can see, to make a different effect. I just wanted to try it out, and now it's in Laila's book. Here I pieced together a large tag, so she can write on this or stick pictures onto. That's yeah, she can decide what she wants. Here I used a CD thingy, and this is what I put in. So I have a lot of these later on in the book, different sizes as well. She can put throughout the book, put a picture on it or do whatever she wants with it. Yeah, this sticks a little bit still here with the lined paper, and then I stenciled it. And this sticks because I stuck down a shiny from the cover from a magazine. Those are teacups, so I really like that. I used old scrapbooking paper, and this was a freebie. Here I see the glue still. Can't control this. I want to rub that off the way. Still one left. Sorry about that. Okay, next page. I really love this page. This is something I drew, and then here is a painting from someone else, and I use this stairs as a way to go into the next room. And also this is open, so it's not fully closed. Here on this side are the job prints again, and here the other side of that curiosity often leads to trouble page. Here I made a small booklet from the scraps, ticket, and also made pockets and used these to put in the pockets. Here again, this is a smaller version of the large book. Jelly prints, of course. It's not complete without a few job prints. Here a few scraps as well, made tags out of them, and then these were also freebies at the time I found them. And because I'm using this for my own personal use, I don't have to worry about yeah, copyright or something like that. So I can just, because I use this for a gift, so I can use whatever I want. Here's the back side. I left that a little bit open so she can stick something, and also because that makes it a little bit interesting. So I cut here, I cut a thing out, and then I turned it around and made this out of it. So here I made a little tuck and also inked that with purple, and this can flip that way. Here I used a picture of fabric and also a corner. Here I made two tags, and these are from Genevieve Designs. These not the coffee dyed paper, this is what I made myself, but the lines, the template as you will. Here I used a punch out to decorate. This is also one of my favorite pages because everything is coming together with the colors and the shapes, and I really like this one. This is scrapbook paper, but I printed these out, so I made this in my I also made this in my computer, so sort of a checkerboard with one of my favorite freebies. And this is a toilet paper roll, all rolled out and then painted, stuck onto the side, so this will make an instant interesting page. Here I left it a little bit plain, one of my cards stuck down onto a page. Here Alice in Wonderland made for Laila Barton, it's my daughter. Yeah, this is also something I made in Canva, I think, so with a checkerboard and then with that freebie. So I made sort of a checkerboard with that. Here, this is also from Tina's Choice, my own digital kit, for sale in my Etsy store. Arabella's Heart for Art, Arabella Heart for Art, without the S. This is the other side of the clock. And this is also, yeah, a little bit of anime, like here one of the tags. Oh no, this I stuck down. This is just for decoration. I thought this was a ripped pocket again, because that's what I do. And I worked on this while I was sick, so that was really, it was lifting me up to try to do something. So this is also a freebie, an anime like, and then here she can put some pictures or something. Here I didn't do anything except ink, and here's the other side of that freebie. With I combined it with my gel plates, prints, mono prints. Here I put down some of those circles to make a sort of a tab. And here's the other side of that clock. I thought I already showed this. But this is the other side of the clock. And here, this is also a freebie. This is to crochet. So you see all the stitches where you can stitch. And I inked this and made placed a few dots here and there. And on the back I stenciled, and here's my digital kit again. So I did that to break it up, so I made smaller pages and larger pages all together. So here you see, from Your Mama Arabella 2018. That's when I started to make it. So it took me quite a while to really finish it up. Here I made this from scrap, scrapbooking scrap. Then 3 tags into this scrappy that I'm now tearing pocket. I will make an extra piece of paper to reinforce that. So, and this I just tore and then glued the sides, 3 sides, and then tore this out of it so she can really reach for the tags easily. And here also 2 tags with no eyelets. Some of them I just left it like this. So, and this is really thin paper. This is the other side of that paper. We already saw this. Here, this is also the other side of that pocket. It's really a tag, but I'm using it as a pocket, and I can also put something over there. This is something I found outside also about 2 years ago. These puzzle pieces, they all were scattered on the ground, and I collected a lot of them. So somebody lost it, I think, on the way to a home. There was a sort of a fair going on, and they sold children's things. So I left on a pole, I left a note if they wanted it back, so to contact me, but I never heard anything about that. This is also really a cool, yeah, I made this black. This is a doily, and then I scratched around it, drew around it. This also a little bit accentuated this rose a little bit better, and then stuck down 3 of those cards to elongate and also to function as a tab. And then the last one is with scrapbooking paper, and then one of those cards, freebie cards. And this is my last, this is the back cover, and here I also made a signature pocket with a funny funny shape, drink me, and again a smaller card. So I hope you have enjoyed this. I will show you the back cover again. So that's looking like this. I hope you have enjoyed this. Let me know what you think about this long flip. I didn't do anything extra, or I did do a lot, but not not how I make books now. So that was really a challenge to make it, still make it, and also of course in the way my daughter likes it. So she really loves it, this book. She didn't see this yet, so the finishing touches, but I already gave it to her. And then I asked if she if she liked it, if I did something else, and she said, go all out, do what you want, I love everything you make. So that was really fun to hear. So this is for my daughter Laila, and yeah, let me know what you think about this this flip. I have new ideas coming up. I'm filling up this, and then I will do a flip perhaps on my Instagram or YouTube. Let me know if you want a flip, to see a flip from this book, and I will let you know. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye. Doei.